Hi, today we're going to be talking about the GoPro Hero 8 Black. I just received mine in the mail yesterday. Very excited about this little camera, eager to test it out and get some shots. I love that it's compact, it's versatile, they've made a lot of improvements for low light, the stabilization is incredible, and I've had this Hero 2 for a number of years. Loved it, taking it all over the world, and now I've got the Hero 8 Black. I'm not going to show it in this video because I'm actually recording with it for some comparison, so we'll see an overlay. But super features. One kind of odd thing that I'm not liking so much is the voice commands, which is a super feature. When I'm using it to talk about the GoPro itself, it's actually hearing me talk and it's shut down because it has voice commands that you can tell it to turn off or stop recording or start recording or take a photo. So I had to disable that for this video because I couldn't say any of those keywords if the voice commands were on. So right out of the box, it comes with just 2 mounts, which to be honest is a little disappointing. I would think for that price range it'd come with a few more. It's not a huge deal to me because I have a number from my older Hero 2 that are fully compatible, fully swappable, with the exception of some of the cases and things. But the mounts themselves are great. It comes with the battery, of course, USB-C charging cable. Love the high-speed capability to charge. It doesn't come with a charger, so you have to provide that on your own, but it will also slow charge because it's got the standard USB on one end and the C on the other. And then it also comes with this plate mounted to it, which I never throw these away. These are great because it can be an extra mounting surface. This is, again, the one that came with my Hero 2, and I just use it there, and I can set this down, and it's like a tabletop tripod. Of course, it comes with a lot of paperwork, the GoPro stickers, advertisements for their GoPro Plus subscription, which I did subscribe to. That gives you half off on all accessories, as well as unlimited cloud storage and some other benefits for replacing your camera if it gets damaged. That's great. Haven't had to use any of those yet, except that I did take advantage to buy some accessories right away. And I'll be comparing some of those GoPro accessories to some of the generic accessories and see if there's value to be had in going with the brand name or if it really doesn't matter so much. One thing that's missing from the box, they do not have a user manual. And that kind of surprised me again. I downloaded it online, not a big deal, but I would think they'd have it in the box. It's kind of an essential component, I think, to owning a camera. Because there's a lot to this camera, a lot it can do, a lot of features that I'm excited to be trying out, and I'll be showing you those in just a little bit. So one of the accessories I did pick up with this GoPro is the 3-way grip arm tripod. You can get this online at GoPro.com. Again, because I have a Plus subscription, it only cost me half price, which for me is very important because, to be honest, for what it is, paying full price for this does not make sense. But I'm curious to see what it looks like inside and evaluate the build quality. What I love about this is the versatility. It has so many different positions, and let's look at it and see what we see. So the packaging looks nice. Looks like here's the actual thing. Very small, very compact. And on the back side here, it looks like there's the little pin, the little bolt for securing that. So we'll just pull that guy out. And so this is it. It's almost pocket-sized, and it extends out and out. So this can become a selfie stick. There are no controls on the handle. You can, of course, tighten and loosen these things for making different adjustments. And it looks like there's a screw here on the bottom. I believe if I open that up, I'll find the tripod legs in there. There they are. And these open right up like so. And then it looks like it screws right back in the opposite way it came. And it can stand up freestanding. Now I don't have the GoPro mounted to it now. That would adjust probably the balance. And to be honest, I wouldn't trust this sitting out in any kind of windy environment. I actually had a GoPro. I was doing a time-lapse recording in Haiti as we painted a house. And it was on a monopod with legs a little bigger than this, but a gust of wind came and the thing blew over and it actually snapped off the plastic feet. that were part of the protective housing of the GoPro. So the camera itself wasn't damaged, but I had to replace the housing. Now the new cameras, the GoPro Hero 8 Black has folding feet built in, which is a great feature, and they are replaceable too. So if those do go bad, you can replace those online. Or again, if you have a GoPro Plus subscription, it's even easier to make replacements of that kind. So here it is. It seems like it's pretty solid. You can tighten that up quite a bit more, but of course you don't want it too loose. And then this is where the camera mounts at the top. So look forward to taking this out and using it as a selfie stick, using it to walk and make some videos because of the stabilization. And I do love how small this thing breaks down. Looks like, okay, so there's a little blue button here that you push and it locks down all the way. So it opens easily, but to get that thing in its final position, you push the button and lock it down. And then of course the legs unscrew, fold right back into it, which I do love. I have a freestanding tripod and a selfie stick. And I'm told this is waterproof as well, so you can take those underwater shots with this and not worry about being damaged. Now, of course, with any kind of thing like this, in salt water, be very cautious and be careful to wash it and clean it very carefully afterwards so no salt residue is left because that is corrosive. But looking forward to trying this one out. Seems to me like it's a solid purchase. Again, available on GoPro.com. Well, welcome back. I've got some accessories here to try out today. On this side are the official licensed GoPro accessories. And these are some generic accessories that I've tried either because they were not available from GoPro or they were just significantly cheaper. And in fact, today I ordered a complete bag of accessories, 52 of them I believe. And I want to just look and see, is it worth it buying branded or not? Now I am subscribed to GoPro Plus, which gives me a discount of 50% off on all accessories. And I think it's a pretty good deal. Well, almost all accessories, which can be a good deal for some. For some, I'm still not sure if it works out. But just a couple quick things before I start that. I just got the new GoPro Hero 8 Black. And this is the mount it came with. By contrast, for the Hero 2, this is the mount. It actually mounts on the opposite side, which I don't know if that's a big deal or not. And this has a little rubber bumper to lock it in and make sure it does not come out under high pressure, high speed. Now in the past I actually bought this little accessory, which looks like a dog chew bone, and that goes in there and kind of completes the same function. It goes in and then you stretch the little circle over top of the pin so the pin also won't get lost if it were to pop out. So. But of these, I've used them all pretty much. One of my favorites is actually this guy. It lets you mount around a pole like a bicycle, or in my case, a unicycle. Like that one a lot. I've also used the different cases. This is a normal housing, and I've got back behind me the skeleton housing for the GoPro. But we're going to open the package and see, are these that different than the others? And before I get into that as well, I want to say this is a modification I found somewhere else online. It's not mine, but this is an IKEA egg timer. And the idea is you twist it, and then you can set the GoPro on time lapse. And over the course of the time, it will slowly spin to get you those really cool panoramic. And as a bonus, when it gets to the end, it will actually have an alarm go off. So if you're there taking a nap, waiting for your GoPro to do a 30-minute sweep, you'll know when it's done. So having said that, let's get into the accessories. Wow. And right off the bat, it comes in this nice case, which, you know, GoPro as well sells their own specific cases, but this is fantastic to have it. We'll see how organized it is inside or if it's just a mess. All right, so we've got some foam cutouts, some foam inserts, lots of plastic, lots of pieces here to look at, places for everything, instruction manuals as well. And let me just say, I have no problem using third-party accessories if they do the job. And what we're looking for here is the build construction to see if it's better made or not. So I've used third-party batteries in the past. They've worked well. I used the suction cup mount because at the time GoPro did not offer one of these. as well as tripod mounts, which in this case was just less expensive. And I love this little guy. This one lets you mount it on a cold shoe on a camera, so on top of your DSLR, and you can get that second camera angle there. So first up here we've got the suction cup mount. Comparing this to my other suction cup mount, they look virtually the same, except this comes with the mount already built into it, whereas this has the threads where you actually put the pin in. So little more pieces needed for one than the other, but essentially not much difference. This is a clip mount for clipping this. Oh, and that's got some good tension. So you can clip it to the edge of a table or a chair or a backpack strap perhaps. It's got some good bite there. I like that one. That's new. So this one goes on top of a tripod typically, and it just stretches around it so you can have it really easy to pull in and out. I suppose you could use this as well for a cell phone because it's that same type of bite. Okay, I believe this is the wrist strap. So this is one that I was really particularly interested in because I think it would be fun to get that kind of shot with it around your wrist. And some of these actually swivel, and in fact this one does too. So you can have it on your wrist and then swivel it around. This is another nice one. This is just a long mount to put maybe on a helmet so you can get that point of view in front of your face. I've actually strung a bunch of these little ones together in the past and made my own, but it was really rickety, so it's nice to have a single solid piece. And it feels pretty durable. I wouldn't want to crash off of my unicycle with this because I don't think it would handle a good impact. But for holding a camera in place, I think it'll do the job. Here we've got several little ones. This is another seat post mount. Very similar in design to the other one. And then of course in this bag also are just several pins. Again, I bought a grab bag of mounts from GoPro before and I really can't tell any difference between them. They look really much the same. Although it seems like there are different lengths of these, which is important not to have it too long or too short. So then we've got a number of these other ones, and I'm just going to dump them out here. So aesthetically, feels the same in terms of build, but doesn't have that official licensed GoPro logo insignia on there. So we got some other mounts here. This is another 3M type mount where you can tie it on to a paddleboard or surfboard. And it looks to me like it's the same exact brand of the sticker on the bottom of the official licensed mount and the other one. So that's what that looks like. These are the same feeling as well. Ooh, there's actually a metal cable. This is a strong one in case you need the extra resistance. This is cool. This is a little tool to help you spin these things. If you're wearing gloves or you're skiing or you're out there, you can just put this special tool on there and give it a turn. It's much easier maybe than trying to get that to spin otherwise. So that's fun. Tripod mount, more of these little guys. Just more mounts, lots of these guys, lots of pins. And I'm not even bothering to keep them separate, what's official and what's not, because I think these are virtually the same. Here's a new one. Looks like this can be mounted on top of a tripod screw. So that's another one I don't have. And this is the same kind of idea. And this one I do have already. Also a third-party screw, so like that one a lot. And that. So several there. The case itself looks pretty strong. Let's look at the big ones. Okay, so this is the chesty equivalent mount, and here is the actual chesty mount. Virtually identical in design. Not perfectly the same, but in function, They were probably made at the same place, same warehouse in China. I don't see this as being really any different when I get to use it. Okay? This is a floaty handheld one for using the GoPro underwater in case you drop it. And the tether strap as well. Keep it on your wrist, along with another pin. Here's a little mini tripod. I do like these. This one does not. Oh, it does. It flexes. I've got one of these. This is the one that I typically use. Really like this. But here's a smaller variant for kind of that handheld scenario. We're getting to the end here. This is a selfie stick. Yeah, this one, they call it a monopod. I can feel it's not very strong, but it's lightweight. Don't know how much that's gonna last or be useful. I believe these are anti-fog inserts, and that's important. I have had my GoPro camera fog up when taking it in extreme temperatures like cold or skiing. Okay, and again, oh, this is interesting. More mounts like this, but these don't have the tape already affixed to it. This is a double back tape, whereas the official ones come with the tape on one side already. These have the tape loose. But aside from that, again, they look virtually identical. And we're getting to the end here. This is a head strap. So I don't have the official head strap from GoPro. Very attractive piece. Love wearing this around with a camera mounted to my forehead. People give you the funny look. When I spoke earlier about being subtle, this is not the way to be subtle with a camera. I prefer to wear it inside of a jacket, zipped up here, and just have a little camera at my chest. And then it looks like finally there's a bag just to hold loose things in there, loose mounts and such. And I really do like the bag that the chesty mount came in from GoPro. They actually sell a bag, and I'm not sure the size of it, on GoPro's site, but it's an empty bag, and it's 30 euros right now, I believe, which to me just seems crazy for some fabric. But it is well made, so I like that. And then finally you have the case itself, which should hold all of this, plus perhaps the ones I already had. So there you have it, a little comparison of third-party generic accessories to the official ones. And my verdict is, if you can get them on sale for a good price, go for it. Otherwise, might be worth going for the GoPro Plus subscription to at least get those official ones half price. So that's what I'm doing. This is Justin, great talking to you, and I'll see you next time.